the plan. What's your perspective on these last 4 games and what you guys are trying to?
It doesn't matter. I look forward to whoever's going to be our opponent. Prepare for them and just get ready. Do or die situation. 1 game elimination. It is what it is.
Make on and falling. Is it a combination of what the defense is doing? Do you feel it a little bit off? How do you tweak when you're adjusting out there?
This game is up and down. Like I said the other day, quite a time to be going through a mini shooting slump or shots that I normally make not going in. But the confidence is there. Just going to continue to work in the gym, and just stay focused on what I can control. And, if it's a few inches, or centimeters to the left or right that I have to fix, then so be it. But, usually I'll be going through this or some of these times, maybe game 50 or game 60. So it's a little bit more polarizing now that's going on towards the end of the season. But it's no time to even focus on that. Just got to quiet the mind and just play free. There's nothing else that I need to really worry about other than going out there and playing my game and being who I am.
As a team, what do you think that you guys need to clean up in these last 4 regular season games?
I think just the efficiency of our lineups. We go small ball sometimes. Sometimes we'll throw out, 2 bigs or, Cade playing the big. So just being efficient with our lineups and be able to be in the plus category, whoever's out there. So, I know I'm playing high quality minutes. So is KD, so are others. But, we just want to be able to make these lineups work and, not get too frustrated or down on ourselves when teams go on runs, when, we just have to make adjustments.
Going back to your prior answer, I'm curious. Your jumper has been so good, but you haven't been driving as much lately this year. Is that because the jumper's been on and I haven't needed it, or is it a kind of a weird circumstance of being dropped into a season midway through and having to catch up physically? What's the reason for that?
I just play the game. Sometimes I'll drive, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'm feeling it from the perimeter, and when my jump shot's going, and I feel like no one can stop me, I'm gonna just keep shooting. But if teams allow me to get to the rim and I'm getting to the free throw line and I'm being aggressive with that, then that works for me. But I think I just play the game with just a flow and just instincts, and it's going to look different game to game, but I just want to have a consistent flow in there and just feel good about my work and preparing, translating into the game.
I guess I should be clear. I meant season-wide, though. Like season-wide, it seems like your driving has been, your shooting has been up, but your driving has been down. That's not a
small sample size?
That's true.
Small sample size, brother. If you know my game very well. I'm one of the best finishers at the rim. I'm able to score on the mid-range level and then be a threat from the three-point line. So as long as I'm efficient in those different levels of scoring, I feel like I have a good chance to perform well out there and give my team a better chance of winning. But as you can see, if I'm dipping in and out of my efficiency and I'm not making as many shots, it puts a little bit more pressure on our team. So maybe I'll take some of your advice and drive a little bit more.
Obviously, the season's been up and down for a lot of reasons. As you look at the standings now, do you think the expectations of the group have changed at all heading into whatever the plan may bring?
No, I think that was probably part of our own pressure that we're putting on ourselves. It's just this must-win now mentality, and though it is there, but we're in it for the long run, so we're just going to play free and do everything we can to prepare for this play-in tournament, whatever it is. I've never been in a situation like this where late in the season, all these games matter. Usually you're just trying to fine-tune your game, just work on details, get some rest. But I've been playing 40 minutes for the end of the season. So probably a few times in my career, even when I think about my first 3 years in Cleveland, when we were not winning as many games, towards the end of the season, there still wasn't as much pressure. So this is one of those things that makes it fun as a competitor. It gives you something to play for and look forward to, and just go in and use your experience to the best of your ability. So I try to bring that to the team, and we just have a solid foundation in our belief in one another. And we just go from there, man. Forward tonight, getting on our home floor and putting on a good show.
Bruce said yesterday.
Okay.
Bruce said yesterday that guys were a little bit low energy just because of some of the adversity you guys are dealing with. Do you have that sense that, maybe guys are a little bit dispirited?
I mean, I think Bruce is dealing, kind of with the rigors of the own season himself, and he's played majority of the games. And for me coming in, I try to bring a refreshing energy into it. But I can say to this, I can speak to that saying that, I've been in so many different scenarios playing basketball. The peaks and valleys that go on, and then when you're in a valley, sort of say, it becomes even more of an emphasis to really criticize or really read between the lines to see what you can do better. And everybody wants to be a winner, so if you're not winning, then it's going to affect you somehow, and you want to be able to make some adjustments and make some changes to change that. So I think he's feeling it. I think our whole group was feeling it some sort, but it's no time to hold our head now. It's the end of the season, and this is like, it feels like our little mini March Madness right now, just getting ready.
You talked about lineup efficiency in a way. I mean, you guys have had, 40-something different starting lineups. Do you have an idea of what the most efficient lineups are right now?
I think that's what we had the coaches for. So I'm not really looking at the numbers per se all the time, but what I go off is just the way it feels. And our lineups in the last few games have felt good. It's just when we're ending games in regulation, there just has to be an emphasis on paying attention to details even more so. I felt like a few teams just walked us down, felt really comfortable going against us down the stretch. And offensively, I think we were just putting too much pressure on ourselves to make the next big shot. And instead of just playing the game as a rhythm and trusting that when we get back on defense, then we're going to set a shell up and we're able to get a stop. When you're confident on the defensive end, that's what wins games in this league, no matter who you're going against. So, and in order to have a great defense, you got to build that trust and have it there. And I think we have that at times, but now it's just time to put those spurts into consistent minutes together. All right, guys.
Appreciate you.